What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing out there? You can hear me. Everything looks good. Give me a what's up in the chat, please. We've been having some technical issues on the live stream lately. I think I figured out what was going on. I've got a ton of NinjaTrader charts open for multiple instruments. Well, not multiple instruments. Like I've got the ES open, I've got the Dow open, the YM open, and even the MNQ open. And I never use them. They're kind of off on another screen. I never really look at them, but I've got them up just in case I want to take a peek at them. And I think those were. I closed all of those, and the memory that NinjaTrader's using now has decreased significantly. So I'm hoping that um, doing that will free up some memory. We won't have any more crashes. Yet Friday the whole thing crashed. Yesterday NinjaTrader completely crashed. So I was in the middle of a trade yesterday when NinjaTrader crashed. Luckily I had a stop loss in place, which was triggered. So always a good idea to have your stop loss in place. Memory is now about a fourth of what it was before for NinjaTrader. So I think the problem has been resolved, which is good. So hopefully we won't have any more glitches. Let's look at what we got going on today. I'm actually going to start with 30. Let me start with a 30-minute candle, and then we'll go to our higher time frames. Just want to point out how we're trading above yesterday's trading session already. And we can see here, we can look at the volume profiles. We can see all that volatility that was on the 13th, which was which day last week? Last Thursday. So that was on the CPI news stuff. We had all that volatility on CPI. Friday came in here pretty good range. Yesterday, the range was very small. We just kind of consolidated in here really all day. Where's my pen? In the session, we kind of had that move up, then move down, then moved up, and then we just kind of moved sideways the rest of the day. Big gap up on the open last night. Very nice gap open on the very bullish sign. The gap open last night. And then we've just kind of continued to pull up here. This would have been a pretty good entry on that. Nice little entry over here. You can see those pullbacks, how they're nice to get in. You may want to wait for something like that coming in today. A pullback where we get a break of structure back to the upside. So we look for bearish structure and then trade bullish structure coming in to the upside. Trying to find trying to identify a support area down here and then trade break of structure to the upside. Let's take a look at the daily. So big news is we have broken the 20 SMA on the daily, which is usually a significant resistance level. Very bullish sign. I mean, things look bullish in the very short term, and I mean very short term by yesterday and today. Still, we're in a very macro bearish structure. So, I don't I don't think we're looking at all-time highs here, but we are looking bullish at the moment. We had a similar situation. Well, I don't know if I call it similar, but we had a breakout of the 20 SMA over here, which completely failed. However, this failed on fundamentals. This, I believe, Jerome Powell came out and said something not nice about the economy or about inflation, I think, and the market reacted really badly to that. So, we don't have anything in the news this week that I think would really move the market. There may be retail sales on Friday, or was that last week? I can't remember. No, we don't have anything this week. Nothing this week. Initial jobless claims on Thursday, but that's kind of medium impact. So really nothing coming out this week. So I don't really see anything that could change the course of this bullish direction. I think it's probably going to want to come up to this channel, top of this channel. We've got a resistance point here, top of the band here. I wouldn't be surprised if we moved up to 11,800 at some point, at least 11,600. I think it's probably got this zone in mind where it wants to come up to. That's a pretty big zone, but it's 200 points away at the moment, 250 points away at the moment. So we certainly think I can pick up something in there. Yeah, so I think what we really want to do for today is wait for, something similar to what's going on right now, which is a nice little pullback on a 5 minute. We can see that over here. We break that structure, probably get a bullish candle here, break that, move up. However, it is pre-market. It may want to come all the way. It may want to come down another leg on this pre-market. The first 15 minutes before the market opens, it does weird things. It'll do a lot of fake breakouts. It's just difficult to trade. We can see we're hitting that support structure right there. Hitting the support structure right there, bouncing off of it. I think if it did get through that, we would be looking at 11,330. But this is kind of the setup I'd be looking for today, is a deeper pullback and a more within the bullish uptrend. You can see that we're up 2% already on the day. Delta's positive 1100. We can fire a book map. Take a look at that. Lots. Sorry, I should pull this. If you guys are interested in Bookmap, there is a coupon code in the description below to get you 20% off your first month. A lot of liquidity sitting up there at 11,400. So that's, I think price may want to come back up. I think we will come back up and get the orders up here. So that would probably be my target. I think it'll probably eat through those and move up a little well. So price is going to want to get pulled back up into this 11,400. Oh boy. I mean, you could try to even jump in on a contract down here. I don't know if you'd want to do that or not, but I think keep that in mind. See all those orders sitting there. This will act as like a magnet and pull price back up into it. Price is repelled and attracted to key levels of support and resistance. Get a little break of that. I don't know. I don't trust it but if you're so inclined, this might be the spot to get in. Cooperating. See if it breaks and keeps moving up here. Probably will. This looks bullish at the moment. What's up, Taro? I haven't looked at the chat yet. What's up, Taro? Hey, Verinder. Morning. Parashiv. Good morning. Kyle, what's up, man? Hey, Scalp Noise. What's up, Vernon? Good morning. Good morning. Justin, what's up, man? Taro, you failed elite trader. Made 7K but dipped. What's up, SW Blaze? Sorry to hear you failed one of the evaluations. Taro, you must have a ton of those evaluations at this point. Bunch of funded accounts. The pre-market moves, it's been, I would say, uncharacteristic to get such big moves pre-market. I mean, yesterday was a massive buying day. I mean, I think we're kind of coming to the end of the year rally. So stocks are going to start to move up, I think, probably for the next couple months. Slow and steady. I don't know, maybe. I mean, what do I know? But yeah, yesterday was crazy bullish. You know, we were pre-market up like 3% or something. And it ended up, I think we closed 3.5%. I think, and that seems to be like its max move for the day, about 3.5%. You know, I would say between somewhere 2 to 3.5%. 3.5% like is like on the extreme. It seems like. This thing looks like it wants to come up to that 400 now. I don't know. I'm tempted to jump in and buy it, but I think that if I got in, it might come up and then come back down, and then the market's going to open, and we're going to be pushing back and forth. Big buyers coming through. I should have got in on that. Head and shoulders. I wouldn't trade a head and shoulders on a 500 volume chart. You might. I mean, like an inverse head and shoulders. This would be the head here, shoulder, shoulder. You break. Yeah, I mean, basically what that is that an inverse head and shoulders is just you're breaking previous resistance. It's just a breakout. They call it a head and shoulders, but I mean, just think about what it really is that we're breaking this resistance point, right? Or even this resistance point. And that's a trade that I always like to take. You can see it on the 1 minute. Typically, you try to find these key levels of support. We can see this trend line here on the 5 minute. We're in a bullish structure. We find that trend line. And now we're looking for that previous level of resistance to break. We also have this counter trend line here to break, and price is just going to start moving up as we start making higher. One of the trades that I like is when we're particularly if we've got a bullish day, or a bearish day, and then we get like this 1 minute pullback, where we get this deep 1 minute pullback where we form bearish structure on a 1 minute chart or even a 500 volume chart, and we move below the 20 SMA as we now break higher and close above that 20 SMA. I'm looking at a point like this where this previous resistance was, for that to break, and that would be like my signal that we're going to start moving up. So this was a good setup coming up to that 400 level, and we just didn't take it because it's pre-market. But if that would have been, let's say, at 9:30, that would have been a really good trade. 9:30 Central Time, I should say. So like an hour after the market opened. Ate through those 400 level orders. Buyers start coming in. Market's going to open in 20 seconds. You would almost wait for that impulse. I would be waiting for that impulse down. It's opened up, I think, up to 2030, maybe up here 430. But you don't want to buy it up here, and you'd be just, thing will leave you in the dust. I say that, and then massive. What you got to do is just wait for a deep pullback on it. You don't want to chase it up here. Hard not to chase it, though. Feels like it's gonna just pop. I don't know what I think about that. I don't know. I'm really having to restrain myself from jumping in on it up here. The place to really get in on is down here. Um, I'm not jumping in. I'm just see Delta moving lower and lower and lower. That's not to say it's not going to pop, but I'm not seeing Delta moving lower, lower, lower. I'm seeing selling down here on Bookmap. Pops. Some volume there too. Trying not to chase the price up here. Waiting for my nice back where I can get in at price. Chasing. Chasing price. Chasing. Actually, I'm not chasing. This is actually a decent pullback. Hitting 20 SMA in the 1 minute. I'm okay with that. See if it drops down a little bit more. It's coming down. Nah. Dang it. Next stop is 55. If it gets through 71, I think it's going to 55. I'm just watching order flow down there to see if it's going to find any support. It looks pretty weak. $100. Ugh. 55 is going to be my next entry, and that's going to be the last stab I take at it. Down here. Somewhere down here. Oh. Went to the bathroom and lost 9K. I think that should be a t-shirt somewhere. Should be like a trader's t-shirt. Man, what the heck? The heck? What the Sam heck? Yeah, all these buyers are not gonna stop. Well, this is a bad day. Chasing price. I wasn't really chasing price. Trying to catch a falling knife, I think, is a better way to put it. Oh, just as I thought markets were trying to recover here, decided to crash. Frustrating. Show. Frustrating for show. Some buyers are coming in here, but this looks super heavy to the downside. This is why you do not copy my trades, because we'll have days like today. Think up and just kiss my entry price and reverse 50 points. It's 20 SMA on the 1 minute. It's going to be big. If it can get up above, actually, I don't know. This may just fall here. Volume profile shifted on us. It's going to go. I think it's got down to 34 now. I have to close out. A lot to learn from this one. Sure. You know, I feel like it's got down to 30 and then it may want to reverse. I mean, the problem is I keep moving my stop, and it's probably going to take my stop and then whip back up. You know, you keep moving the stop and then you keep just digging your hole, but you get hell bent on finding that support level. It's just not there. Delta's not making new lows. We've gone negative session delta. We had a false breakout over here. Seemed like that we were going to get that move up. It just didn't happen. Buyers are coming in, but I don't know, man. Feels like it's under a lot of pressure here. You're waiting for almost like a miracle. Instead of like trading with what it's doing, you're fighting it. Not waiting for a miracle. I mean, you can see the move, right? Like the move would be like at 80, when we break this resistance at 81, break 20 SMA on the 1 minute. It's got to get through that. This is pretty critical for it here. It's got to get above this 20 SMA on the 1 minute and hold it, close above it. You know, Delta's moving up. It's looking like it may want to make another run up to 99, you know, top of the band here, maybe. Or we roll. This 1 minute here is going to be critical. It's got to get up over that. Delta's moving up. Just got to get over that and hold that price. It's not good enough just to poke through. If you wick through it, it's a very bearish sign. If it fails here, 22 is a view opposites target. That goes. Bunch of orders sitting at 30. I think I have to get out. I think I just have to close out. Take a nasty red day today. The worst part is I'll come back later and price will be up at like 14,000. Also not good that my price target has to keep dropping. It'd be the top of the band here on the 1 minute. This is just no man's land. Not no man's land. Just a shitty trade. It's going to come down to 34. I just need to close out. It's going to do it for me here in a second. These are the hard ones, guys. The hard ones. All right. Should we lose? All right, guys. That's it. I'm not watching this anymore. I got to go cool off. You guys take it easy. That's super frustrating. Not really frustrating. Well, it's frustrating because it could have been a much calmer day, and we were just getting in the chop shit. I'm gonna go grab some coffee. I'll come back and look at it. All right, guys, we're out on that one. I see another, still kind of looking to go long on it. Um, but keep trying to get in at bad points is never good. So I hope you guys fared better than I did. Today was a shit day, but you have shit days sometimes. You learn from them. Should have taken our stops way earlier, and that's always how bad days happen. Always have bad days happen when you just don't take your stops, or you're hell bent on a certain trade idea, and when it doesn't come through, you keep trying to fight it. You keep trying to force it and fight the actual market, and it's just never good. So live and learn, live and learn. We got a couple of these accounts, so that's why we have two accounts. You can put all your eggs in one basket. But we will be back tomorrow, 8:10 a.m. Central Time. Hope to see you then, guys. Take it easy.